The frigid winter breeze tackled me with its uncaring cold as I scrambled to get the heater of this pungent, run-down motel room to work. The Clown Olympics were starting tomorrow, and as an A-class clown, it was my duty to join and serve my city, Clownlanta. This year's Clown Olympics was in Clownsico City. I couldn't help myself when I saw this motel have a special 69-cent per room deal. What a steal! Of course, what I didn't expect was the foul stench that came from my neighbor's room. His name was Bob Velseb, from what I can gather. Tall guy, dark hair, not a clown. What was he doing here? I was curious. His heavy footsteps filled the hall, and I wondered to myself whether or not I should be friendly. Yeah, why not? As a clown, I greeted him as any clown would. I pulled out my skateboard and did a laser flip. My blonde wig stayed on my scalp skillfully, as I skillfully avoided bashing my head against the ceiling and skillfully landed onto the crusty stained carpet floor. I was rather skillful about it, and he seemed to notice, but didn't skillfully return the favor and grunts approvingly instead. How rude! Amazing laser flip. Never seen anything like it. I sighed. At least he recognized my raw, impressive clown skills. Pardon me, but what was your name again? What was my name? It's Lion. Ah, Lion. Beautiful name. Well, I got places to be. See you later. Maybe. But before the large man could leave, I reached for his brilliant crimson sweater that had the aroma of tenderized meat. My eyes sparkled as I spoke honeyed words to him. Want to go on a date? Want to go to the Clown Olympics? What if I said the Clown Olympics first? Oh no. I apologize. A companion of mine was banned from competing, and he'd be upset if I attended. I sighed. Maybe things were too good to be true. But nonetheless, I forced myself to sleep well tonight. Tomorrow was going to be amazing. And it was. I won the Clown Olympics with bronze at tap dancing with hamsters, a very difficult sport. The crowd in the front row cheered, and I could have never been more beloved. Maybe I didn't need a date after all, just the admiration of clown lovers alike all around the world. Best. What do you mean that's the best? That's not the best ending. The best ending is when Bob Velseb goes down onto my bones. Right, what if I asked him to go on a date? Bob Velseb stared at me for a moment, his dark eyes boring into my soul, as if I said something incredulous. My heart began racing, my head spinning, my legs becoming noodles, and any other simile that describes nervousness. After a long, awkward 13 minutes, he smiled. Alright. See you at Creative Commons O licensed restaurant, image at 7:36 p.m. sharp. Although it would have been more exciting to go together, I assumed the tall man had to attend to some business. In his absence, I went to the restaurant and waited. The atmosphere was pleasant enough, albeit quiet. After an hour, Bob arrived. You're early. I couldn't wait. Wanted to see you as soon as I could. Why, you're romantic, aren't you? It was a delightful night. The music was gentle, soothing as we enjoyed each other's company and the delicious PNG foods. With such a delightful atmosphere, the setting was perfect. This is gonna sound a little crazy, but you look so cute. I just wanna eat you up. I kiss him! The romantic tension was high as I started to lean in, my lashes fluttering at his lidded gaze. Our fingers touched so delicately and gently I leaned forward, closing my eyes. Oh my god! Oh, his kissing face! Oh my lord! It was a kiss to remember. His lips were so plush and smooth. Not even a single chapped skin. The smell of blood was there, but I ignored it. No need to make things awkward while our tongues smooshed together. Bob kissy. This is the best ending! Hell yeah! Right, so what if I just thanked him? He said quite the lovely pickup line and I had an etiquette of, so of course I thanked him. He gave a smile, purring softly like a large cat. come with me. I want to show you something. As we left the restaurant, he took me to Dolphin Beach. There was a nostalgic atmosphere to it that made me a little uncomfortable, and yet I couldn't help but hold his hand tighter, which was a mistake. My arm! I couldn't believe it. My date bit my arm clean off! Sorry, darling. The P&G meals weren't enough. What a horrible ending! I disagree. This is the perfect ending for me. Bob's perfect date. Oh, Lord. I mean, this isn't necessarily a bad ending. I mean, heck, at least I managed to fill Bob up. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Right, so that's what happens if I'm nice to him. What if I'm not? What if I'm rude? Despite the universal clown greeting being that I do a sick flip on my clown-approved skateboard, I decided to be a bit flippant and gave the man a normal greeting. How's your night going? I asked. Unlike a clown, how dull. Not too bad. Say, remind me again. What's your name? My name? It's Lion. Cool. Wanna know a nice fact, Lion? I am going to make a save here because I don't want to have to deal with typing my name all over again. Yeah. Did you know, humans and clowns have very similar tastes? I felt my blood run cold. Part of it was because the lack of air conditioning affected the entire building, but also, the man was staring me down like it was a 5-course meal. I did what any normal person would do. I ran. What? With my super clown abilities, I managed to dodge and weave through the town this hotel resided in. It was weird, to say the least. I felt a large amount of foreboding as I scurried through the streets on all fours. The man was gaining on me, though, and I knew I had to think fast. Where do I go? The residential house that he had locked. Yeah, sure, why not? It's not the first place I typically go to, but the door was unlocked and I needed a place to hide in. Unsurprisingly, my intrusion was met with a screaming woman, screaming children, a screaming woman. Can everyone stop going into my house unprompted? Standing before me was a beautiful woman with violet hair. I wanted to tell her that it was prompted, but I was unable to make my kid. When did she get a JPEG of her gun? Bang! Oh well, at least she was hot. Lila's gun end? Alright, what if it's screaming children instead?
Whoa! A real clown! What about it, Mr. Clown? Yeah, but this is a real clown.
I was unable to understand who this other clown they were referring to, but my mind wasn't focusing on my fellow clown. I was still running from the big guy, and I really didn't want to get these kids involved. Unfortunately, my days as a professional clown did not prepare me to talk to children in a normal way. We clowns perform tricks for kids, after all. Excuse me, I began asking, being as polite as possible. However, the children interrupted me immediately.
Tell us a joke! Yeah, tell us a joke!
Jokes about Spooky Month. I looked at their Halloween costumes. Ah, yes, Spooky Month, as the kids these days call it. Before I could open my mouth, however, 2 cops entered the home. Hi, a neighbor called saying an intruder entered your home. Oh my god, another clown! Where does everyone get these JPEGs of guns? Seriously, Jack? Again? Must have been my divine punishment to be killed like this. I was going to jest about Spooky Month. It was my fate. At the very least, the kids seemed to be entertained as my confetti blade popped out my body as if I was a piñata. Pop saves the comment. God damn it. Alright, what if I joked about clowns? I told the children a thrilling, well-composed, and ancient joke about clown economics and culture. A classic comedic jest understood by all men. They got a JPEG of a water gun? Unfortunately, the children aren't amused. Bang! The children put a water gun on me, but that wasn't the worst part, no. Besides a soggy outfit, a hermit crab within the gun launched its way into my throat. My consciousness was fading as the violent crustacean prodded and poked at my windpipes. Soon, my life was extinguished. At least the children were entertained, I guess. Crabby end? Right, so the residential house is a terrible idea. Let's go into a dark alley. Nothing bad ever happens in an alley. Surely, a deep, dark alley, trapped between 3 buildings paired with a stench of trash, blood, and other bodily fluids, is a great place to hide in. Or that's what I assumed until I saw him, Clown Al Jones, the 4th. Oh, how I hate him.
Back off, lion! This is my turf!
I scoffed. How dare this wannabe washout insult me? I am a prize clown who graduated Clown College with honors, and him? Just some hack who did some unauthorized and clowny things to get his power. Yeesh. I didn't back off. No, I approached him. Oh, you're approaching me. I can't beat you up unless I get closer. Yes, this is a JoJo reference. With that, we engaged in a deadly battle of wit and bloodshed. A battle between 2 glorious creatures, using only our claws, teeth, and other bodily appendages. I had won, biting down on his pinky finger on his left hand, his weak point. However, I was met with his gun. Where am I? For so many people to have... Stop shooting me! I'm having a monologue! How... Stop! Oh, it's gonna blast me again, ain't it? Ain't it? Knew it! I knew it was gonna blast, but how are all you getting guns? I would like one too. Stop! I couldn't believe it, or at least I wish I could say I couldn't. But I knew this fake clown would stoop to such humanly devices. As my last breath sank into the cold night, I saw Mr. Clown waving goodbye at me, shedding a single tear. Cheating clown? Well, screw you, Clown Al Jones! Alright, let's go to the candy shop. The delicate scent of sweets plagued my nose. I abhor candy, but perhaps Bob does too. I ran inside, coming face to face with a weird stoned man thing. Dude, you a real clown? The wretched scent of candy permeated off this man. He couldn't help it as an employee, but the saccharine stench burned my nostrils. This does not look like a candy store whatsoever. It filled me with an intense rage even. Yes, no, yes. Despite the scent of the man making me want to plunge into a tub of acid, I heaved, forcing a smile. I nodded, giving the tired creature a thumbs up. Awesome. He truly didn't do anything wrong, yet my surroundings only ignited my fury even further. My gut twisted, and there was nothing more I wanted to do than to destroy the entire store. My face twisting into an amalgamation of hatred. The poor employee noticed, and backed away, slowly. Dude, you need to chill. Want a gummy bear? Gummy bear? Oh, I hate gummy bears. The thought of a gummy bear even made me feel even more bitter, and I was unable to hold myself back as I lunged forward. Bang! Even I've got a gun! Oh, he had a gun! Okay, I am not letting more supernatural creatures screw me, especially on New Year's. As the light left my eyes, a shrill voice echoed into my head. But the voice was inaudible, rocketing against my mind like a bunch of flies buzzing around a corpse. I grit my teeth, my hands clamping down my chest as I finally drew my last breath. Perhaps it was for the best, after all. Killing an innocent over candy would not have looked good on my clown conscience. Maybe. Kevin self-defense? Okay. So what if I said no? Even with the threat of the giant serial killer behind me, I was just too hateful of the idea of candy. I wanted to leave immediately and lie. The candy kid looked disappointed, but I wasn't, as I skedaddled out of the building. Don't forget about me, lion. I yelped. The chase was back on. I continued scurrying through the streets, my poor little clown legs trying their best to hold on as I rushed further and further away from the red man. Eventually, I fell through a hole, deeper and deeper, until the red man was out of sight. It felt like a dream, almost, as the darkness enveloped me in this near calming isolation. But the deeper I went, the colder it got. Soon, I found myself in a void, with 2 horrifying beings facing me. So, You arrived. My memories were faint, but this being was so familiar. For your crimes against clownery, we have forced you to become a clown. Not to mention your crimes against Beppy. You poor sinner. This is your punishment. You are to be in this realm and die 90% of the time. The remaining 10% is but a simple win to make you yearn for what little happiness you can achieve. Plus, it's funny. So funny. I had no idea what these two monsters were talking about. Maybe I would understand better if I played Beppy the Clown, the dating simulator, but that game was just as incomprehensible as this one, and I have played it. Link to that is up there. Anyway, was this really my fate? To dance as a puppet for people's entertainment, all because I killed a sexy clown? Life was unfair. Anyways, back to the beginning with you. Bye, Lion. There was a plot, kinda? Oh, that's the end. Oh, okay, I got it. Right, let's go to the graveyard and get ourselves shot again. Who knows? Maybe I'll get shot by a skeleton or the gravekeeper. Who knows who's gonna shoot me this time? Maybe Bob has a gun hidden in his knife. I don't know. Let's go. Instinctively, I dashed to the safest place to go when a cannibalistic murderer is on your tail. A scary, foreboding graveyard. I zigzagged through the headstones. But I could only go so far before I tripped over the ghost of Abraham Lincoln. Rolled through a field of thorns, continued tumbling through a river of piranhas before landing squarely on a normal-looking grave, soggy and covered in spikes. A groan left my lips, followed by a loud yelp as I felt the sensation of fingers digging out the wet soil behind me. As my eyes turned to face the being behind me, I was met with a terrifying image, a decomposing human with a speech bubble atop their body, spelling the word Dad. What are you? Are you my dad? Do I need to start calling you Daddy now? How horrifying. The putrid scent of decay clung to my nostrils, and my two stomachs churned, coiling like mice, caught into each other in a death spiral. I kept myself from allowing any trickle of food to leave through my pipes, not wanting to lose the delicious chorizo I ate earlier for dinner. Can you get off my grave? It spoke in a tongue I could not understand. I tried to read the text in front of their text box, but it was incomprehensible. The font was too confusing, too foreign. My heart raced against my ribs, threatening to tear out of my chest. My body was paralyzed. A zombie was one thing, but one that spoke, especially with such an eerie voice. I felt like a dog leashed to a pole. Can you not read? Hello? The zombie made strange motions with its hands, as if casting some sort of incantation. It let out a breathy sigh as I continued to stay put, my legs jelly as they refused to let me escape. Another minute passes and... Does he have a gun? Yeah, of course he has a gun! Of course everyone in this particular dating sim has a gun! Except for Bob Velseb. If I said... Okay, I'm just curious. That last ending, which I'm gonna get right after this, would he have a gun? Like, is he gonna pull out a gun on me? I don't know. Where are all of y'all getting these JPEGs of guns? To be fair, I did warn you. What a way to die. Killed by the undead. Actually, that's a trope in horror movie, isn't it? I collapsed, feeling the life leave me as my eyes wandered to some peculiar-looking stars in the sky. Huh. Weird. Skidad shoots you and... God damn it. Right, okay. I don't want your fun fact. I just want you to just eat me, Bob. Well, all right then. I sighed, thankful that the interaction didn't devolve into a series of horrible events that would end in various and comedic amounts of tragedies. However, this was Why would you have a gun? Why? You could just eat me and end my misery, please. My poor clown body, slain so brutally with lead into my primary organ. As I hacked out blood, I watched as my assailant bust out in an entertaining display of dominance. Bob Breakdances. I am now a broken shell of a person. But anyway, that was the Bob Velseb dating simulator. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. I love this. This was, as mentioned before, made by the creator of the Beppy the Clown dating sim and Beppy the Clown murder mystery simulator. I'm not sure. I forgot what's the second one, but yeah. This was hilarious. I absolutely love games like these where it just doesn't take itself seriously at all. And like, God, it's just so much charm in it. I loved it. I loved it. Stupid. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.